Welcome back to another episode of Elephant in the Room, man. Hey, I'm here today, man. I got a special guest. I got my homegirl, Sweet Sugar, in the building. Hey, what's going on with you, Ape? How you doing? How you been
Hey,
doing?
how are you?
I'm doing all right, man. I'm doing cool. You know me, man. I'm just going through life, man. I'm still moving forward. I'm still going. Um, you know me, still trying to come up with a plan. Still trying to come up with the idea. Still trying to come up with the formula, the win. That's me. You know what I mean? But how's everything been going with you? You know what I mean? It's been a long time since me and you really. It's been a long time since me and you even seen each other. Just because you know what I mean. We started like when I jumped out the porch. You was there when I was jumping. You know what I mean? So I mean, what's going on with you? How are you doing? How's life been treating you?
Well, that's what's so interesting. And people that are really, truly good friends,
Hmm.
like I have very few of those. But as you know, like you don't have to see each other. And sometimes you go for periods without talking to one another, which you and I have. And you just pick it right back up. If you're able to do that, that is your true friend. Like, you come in contact with people on your path that you're supposed to be, you're supposed to meet for sure. I was definitely supposed to meet you. You're my brother for sure.
Right, exactly.
But that's what's so interesting. Our paths are so linear. Like the come up, we've always like supported one another and dreamed big and never kept things small. And I just, that's just how it is. That's life. You're always gonna be ready and open to level up.
Right. And the level up is real too. It's different than and where I'm at now. The leveling up is way different than where we resided and where we started from. Um, Big South Entertainment, and I came with that idea, and you
ENT.
right. And I came with that, and you just when I met you, and then let me go to how I met you. I met you through jail. You know, me in the streets, me running up and down the streets. And I don't even remember how I really even met Jill. But I know when I met
I
him,
know. I think it was it where y'all were building skylights together,
oh,
maybe.
that is
That
right,
was it.
Eric.
We've
Dang.
all built some skylights.
You right. That was, oh man, I forgot about that. You know what? I done did everything. That's crazy. I was up in the air building skylights with these guys, hanging out buildings and stuff like that. That was crazy.
Me too.
Oh, you,
Both of us.
oh man, that's
Yes, I've had
crazy.
plenty of harness on.
Yeah, we did have that, but only thing I didn't like, boy, we be out there like overnight. That used to be crazy to me. We used to have to do like we did Lennox Mall overnight. We did all the glass in Lennox Mall, and we did that overnight. I forgot.
It's too hot. Remember, it's so hot during the day. If it's during any time besides the winter, you got to work night shift because I remember sometimes it was just like we was over at Town Center Mall,
Oh
north of Atlanta, as you know. Woo, telling you, too hot to touch.
man, and it's crazy because boy, I went to St. Augustine with them boys. First time I ever like seen St. Augustine. First time I ever seen white sand, like white sand. First time ever in my life. But we was hanging skylights. We hung a basketball player skylights. You know what I mean? And you right. That's how I met Jill. And me and Jill, he started pulling up on me and pulling up on me. And then one time he had
Then he started pulling up on me, you with me in the passenger side.
exactly, and
And
that's
I
how
was just
that
like, I just
happened.
really like your vibe and like I love your kids, of course.
Yeah,
And we
right.
always just had a super like chill, like brother sister vibe that is very rare.
Man, everybody, like I said though, but when I said something and I say, hey man, this is what I want to do. Well, hey, I want to do this. This is what hey man, I'm gonna get this going. I'm gonna do this. And you was right there. And you was like, well, so if that's what you want to do. Let's do it. And we did it. Like every bit of it, we did. But the thing was,
More people should do that.
right, just jump off the porch. But as a white girl, how did that feel for you to just come in is like that?
Well, I mean, because I come from Spain and Czechoslovakia. I don't feel like white.
Right. Exactly.
And so like I was telling you, like the night that we, in the early days, went out posing in front of like some fancy cars back when we didn't have it yet.
Man, we ain't had
And I did think, bling, Lord, girl, if you get pulled over with these black boys, you're going to be in a world of trouble. But, I never thought of it like that. I mean, you're just like my true friend. You're my heart, my brother. If I have, you have, same, and if you want to build it, come on, I got my hammer. Let's do it.
Right. All the way. But the experiences and, we party, we drugged. You know what I mean? Like, we partied.
We came a long way.
We came a long way. So many obstacles, like the growth. When I look at where we came from and what we was doing, it was anything for the money. We'll do not anything, but we was there. We was there.
It was just getting it all, and just we'll just leave it right there. We're getting it all.
It didn't, and that's what it was. The word ALL. We was getting it all. That's what it was though. For real, man.
And we had some fun, and we learned some things about some things.
We did.
So there's
right, man. And then with me just going through life, roller coaster after roller coaster, and then people like, man, you stay on the ride. Like, well, you stay on the ride. When you slow down? When do you slow down? And I was like,
and the good Lord whispers a couple times. He says, slow, pump the brake. And he'd be like, I got this. And then he'd be like, I said sit down.
Right. Exactly. And that's how it be. But let's talk about some of them obstacles that you had to go through, that you had to learn from.
Lord, that's heavy.
I know. What you think? What you got for me? An elephant in the room that you had to learn from. What was
Lordy? Well, this is something that I'm learning more and more, because what you're doing now is so important, because you talk so much about how emotions are not explored. Like they don't. These are things that, especially for men, and this, what I'm about to tell you, this is a specific instance where a man needs help and society does not. You think, oh, he beat her. What about him? And schools don't teach boys, or anybody, but boys especially, their feelings aren't considered a lot of times. And like you always tell me, you're learning how to regulate and understand your own emotions at our age.
Right. I ain't never had, man. And the thing about it is, when you in school, just think about school. When you talk about the boys will the teacher will always come to the boys and say, hey, she's a girl, like you have to care about her feelings. And it was always that. So when I got grown, it's like, oh shit, I got feelings. Especially when you wake up and you start being grown and you start having feelings. Like, I ain't have them before. Like, feelings, what is a feeling? I didn't have a feeling.
Because we were numbing them with those alls.
Exactly. So when that shit come on, it's like a crash. It's like a car wreck. Boom. And then you like, what do I do with this? How do I deal with how I feel? I mean, I can feel it everywhere. You know what I mean? And so
and boys are taught, like you said, oh, she's a girl, be easy with her. And it's not reciprocated both sides. Like, people should just be easy with one another. Not easy. We ain't no pussies, but I'm just saying, like, don't be hateful.
Right.
But I'm just saying, boys' feelings aren't considered. Okay, it's easy to look at a situation and think but do you? Like, and you asked me what I have overcome in this past year. I have came in contact with the first experience I've ever had with something called post-separation abuse, where, let's say, your wife was abusing you, and you left. Y'all had it out, and she said, "Get the hell on!" Right? And then she's like, "Just change my mind, come back home." And you're like, "No, I'm standing my ground."
Right.
Well, she's then lost that control of you, that narcissistic control. She has no more. So, and this is a new psychological. I mean, I just found this article. This creates not just a revenge mindset, but it becomes a campaign to destroy. you. Right. And it's a bigger level, and it is a big topic. But that's what I came in contact with. It involves a lot of dramatic law type situations that have affected me in a very negative light, and they will be straightened out. But this last year, I have done time for no reason. I have been in the courthouse more than I ever cared to be in my life. And it's all for a good reason. It will be. But yes, raise awareness for men's feelings, men's protection just as well. Listen, I'd rather take 8 punches to the face from a grown-ass man than go through what I went through from a woman in that scenario. So anyway, I think men should definitely explore their feelings and learn another way besides anger.
Right. And that's a good thing. And coming from a woman, that's great. Because we have so many women that have been hurt. Let's shout out the women that have been hurt.
And Jim, rest in peace.
Right.
As you remember.
Right. So let's give the respect to the women that were hurt, right? And they've been hurt so many times. At the same time, don't just, this guy hurt me, this guy hurt me, this guy hurt me, this guy hurt me, so I'm finna hurt, or I'm finna try to get over, or I'm trying to be ahead of it. Every new love is a new experience, is something new. We can't try to make the next person be the person it was, because if you wanted the person to be the person that you was, be with the person that you was with. Work it out. Stop. Boy, I'm telling you, this kid.
Well, I love you so much, because when you speak, I always get goosies because I feel everything you say, because God is love and love is all there is. So what's happened is people are bitter. They get their little hearts broke. So what? But, I've been beat up plenty of fucking times, but I'm telling you, did I come on here and say, no, because women do that. Right. I probably deserved it. I'm just teasing. That was a bad joke. That was a terrible joke, but we laugh to get through the pain, don't we, darling?
Right. But the thing is, it's like you just said, though, because I probably deserve the shit I get or I got, right? But I'm not on here waving no flag talking about this one. No, this motherfucker was good to me. This motherfucker nurtured me. This motherfucker guided me. We just bumped heads. You remember them cars, them crack ups? You used to slide them. They used to break up in the front and all that stuff. So we just had one of them moments, you feel what I'm saying? And Sherrod got grown ASAP. I had to do
a head-on collision snapped you into reality.
I had to make choices.
This video is sponsored by Carton Hack. EPA certified. Fast, friendly, and reliable. Servicing Metro Atlanta and surrounding areas. Call for 702094053.
Times that it works, though, seriously, when it just happens.
Man, because this part of my life right here, man, this is the part where I didn't expect, I didn't force, I didn't push, I didn't chase, I didn't argue, I didn't do what Big South would have done to put me in that place where I know would have been so hard to get back where I'm at now. It would have took 10 more years to get back where I'm at if I would have went there. You know what I mean?
I do. And everything that you say, and I love me some Jesus. You know I do. Right. So I'm saying, like, it wasn't your will anymore. You weren't fighting what was your destiny, your truth, and the plan that had already been laid out for you. Just like, okay, right. Let it be done. And so it is.
Right. So, and that's the difference. If it boomerangs back, because one thing I have been noticing about my situation, everything has been boomeranging back. So everything that I lost, and it's slow motion. Now, don't get me wrong, it ain't no bowling pin that you throw with your own hand. It's rolling at its own pace. But everything is starting to, all my connections, everybody that I knew when I was in the rap game, all the clubs that I was bouncing back and forth to, all this stuff there, now that it's all starting to make sense. At first, like I said, drugs, we was just drugging. It didn't make any sense. It didn't have to make any sense as long as it was for
we knew everybody. You couldn't tell us nothing.
You couldn't tell us nothing. You know what I mean? So, and then now I look at it and where we at, it's like, damn, but look how many hurdles we had to jump. Look how many crashes we had. Look how many, so you tell the kids now, like, what? It's best for you to pay attention now and get it now because when you.
Hey, whatever they say.
Exactly. That's the first thing they say,
Hey, because there's like bro, or and then and then
yeah,
dad, and then
and you know
pops,
what?
and it's over.
And you feel me? And that's what's crazy now. Everybody calling me, I'm like, God damn, and some of these niggas look older than me, and they still be talking, hollering, and I be like, bro,
No, just hold on to it,
man. When is this gonna be over? You know what I mean? So, but man, and then you went through that shit with Ernie, and that's when I connected back with you when you was going through all that. You was damn near pulling out your damn hair.
it was really terrible, and that was what I mentioned earlier, that post-separation abuse, that it turned his ex-wife into a campaign leader, and it went from revenge and, you'll never, to a full-on, and it is, if people would like to research it further, once again, it's post-separation abuse, and in this case, and I would imagine in a lot of cases, because the control as it relates to women
Right.
is very common, I think, just from the relationships that I've been in.
Right.
But I was collateral damage in this situation when, and she did, his ex-wife came in last Christmas. A friend of mine is a single or an only child, and it's just he and his mother left, on that side of the family. And he has children with an ex-wife, and they divorced before I met you. So that long ago, this axe is old and rusty.
Oh my gosh. But how did y'all meet to even get into that? Like,
Jeff.
Damn. Rest in peace, Jeff, man.
All connected. Like I said, I met you, I met Ernie. Ernie's mother loved Jeff. I met a lot of people. My husband, Shane, Shane as well.
Right. Yeah.
Eric. Yeah. All of these people are in my life because of Jeff, rest his soul.
Right.
But like when I met Ernie, he had just divorced, and we all heard about her and blah, blah, blah. Right. So another very, very important fact that gets overlooked is malicious parenting. If you talk shit about your baby's daddy, you are the worst, because what people do is they manipulate their children into becoming a mini version of the evil that they are. And that is something that it is really, I'm suffering through it. I'm going through it. I'm sharing and talking about it. And it is the worst thing ever. Don't talk about your ex. You're not better than him. You're not better than her. We all aren't.
Right. And that's what this social media thing and everything's about. They're bashing. It's about bash somebody. Bash somebody, get you some likes. Bash, or let's act the fool, let's act the ass to get us some likes. My platform, we're not doing that to get no likes. We're having positive conversation. We're trying to heal in conversation. We're trying to grow in conversation. I want you to always be able to take something from this. I want you to always be able to have a positive mindset after this. I'm not trying, like I said, I'm not trying to get clout to get no pussy. I'm not trying to get clout to be famous. I drive a truck. I rapped. You can go all on YouTube. I did all that. This right here, though.
32 teeth, get some gum and bite down.
You feel me? So this right here was like counseling for me. I don't have the paperwork for counseling, but I hope this damn computer and what we talking about give us some counseling.
Yes. We talked about that, like the same thing that I do, like the platform that I choose, which is an unconventional platform. And again, a nod to Jeff. I try to respect and love those that aren't with us anymore, because life is hard and we were all walking on that same dirt road together. You and I and Ernie, Jeff, his mother, all of us were in the same spot, and not one is better. So I always try to nod at Jeff because it is what it is. And wherever you're at, it's not about the lights. And if you don't like it, you see there's a button that's right there. You just hit it. It says next room.
That's it.
And you just keep it moving.
Right, exactly. That's the same thing with me. You don't like it, just scroll up. Or you got something bad for me to say, give it the energy that you want, but it's nothing but positivity come from it. But so you can't help for it, do nothing but vibrate. Or you feel energy that come from you can't. That's all I have, you know. And the thing about me, I did everything, but I never lost love. I never took love. I never forgot about love. I love regardless. I'm gonna love anyway.
It's the only way.
Back in the day to now, no, I don't know what that meant. Love and all that stuff there. You gotta think, I was getting married because I thought this or I thought that, or I was doing this because I thought it never. I never had the formula. We don't. Okay, so let's say this. So my dad always been around. I always seen my dad always been around. My mom and all that stuff, and they had a rocky marriage.
Hey, Tony.
That's right. So they had a rocky little hump in their life for a while. They gave it a break, but my mom and my dad is together. You know, I know my mom and my dad.
The real love.
You know, I know my mom and my dad being together. My dad told me, I don't care what's going on. I know for a fact that your mama gonna take care of me. If I get sick, she gonna make sure I'm good. I don't see nothing else. You know, but at the end of the day, he had to wait to see, but I don't know my dad of playing and like being with different women, and I don't know my dad of being that, you know. They had other things going on besides that. But they took their break and they came back. You know, they've been having this discussion. I seen if your baby mama end up getting it right and getting together and this, that, and the other, would y'all make it work? And you have people saying, oh, and this, that, and the other. Well, you know, some people make it work and some people don't make it work. Some people can't make it work. You know,
As that comes back to making it work for what? What reason? Because you and I came up with babies early. Like, you know, I had my twins when I was 17.
Right.
So my dad's like, you're going to marry him. And I'm like, that guy? So, I mean, you know, I've been married 3 times, but,
damn,
you know, their daddy and me, Timothy and I are best friends. I mean, we talk every day.
right.
Emily's dad, but no. But my husband, and we're still going through divorce, but we're doing it in such a way because I'm only going to live my life at this vibration, at this level of peace. And if you don't contribute to my peace, success, growth, and development, and you said it, healing, move aside, please, because I've not got any time left. I'm getting old.
And, you know, in time and the days going by fast. You see what time it is? It's 5:30 already. You know, so the days are going by fast. I mean, I don't feel old or anything like that, but you know, just how things are going. But healing, we have to heal. Stop punishing everybody.
We are all on the same dirt road.
We pray like that's like we got all these religions and everything like that. We got all these gang members in the church. Let's say that we got
Lord of mercy, ain't that the truth?
My thing is we got so many different sets. You know, we got non-denomination, we got this Pentecost, we got all these different sets, but we all on the same path for the same thing. And you'll get real crazy in the church because somebody else don't believe like you believe, and you supposed to be them the ones right there.
I'm telling you, what's wrong with this world?
I have no clue, man. It's just crazy, you know. And we just trying. You know what's crazy? It didn't take this until I got kind of clear, but I can actually sometimes sit back and daydream and look back where I came from. I can see the stones. I can see where I jumped here and I jumped there. I can see where I fell in the water. I can see where the lifeguard had helped me because I almost drowned.
I'm feeling froggy.
Go ahead and jump. You know what I mean? And I did that a whole lot. I did not. So this time,
Stones were placed there for us to leap to, weren't they?
right. Exactly. That's like, where you at now? How the hell did you get there?
And it is definitely it's something bigger than us. Whether you believe spiritually, universally, whatever your vibration links to, because there is 100% more, obviously more than this. And you know how spiritual I am. And now that I've seen, what I've come through in the last year, I have seen things that have really, and we are getting clarity at our age. The first 10% of our life is over because
Right.
but yeah, so we've got clarity, we got a better understanding, we know where we want to go,
Right.
and we also are choosing ourselves for the first time. You and I had this phone conversation recently where I reminded you, because I give great advice.
Yeah, you do.
But
You do.
I'm terrible
at taking your own. We both terrible at that. Crazy.
So, we talked about that. I was like, love yourself,
Right.
which I am working on. But when you put yourself, like, when you have like a little bit of an epiphany, or you explore those other possibilities and you realize, when are you going to show up for you? You've shown up for all these other people, and you're the same kind of person. You're a giver, an empath.
Right.
We show up in ways that other people do not sometimes. And then you have to ask yourself, when are you going to show up for you? And that's like, okay, I heard me.
Yeah, that's the difference. When you show up for you, because I always show up for everybody, no matter what. Like, what I'm going through right now
airs you out.
Yeah, and the thing about it is, and I know about everything I'm going through, all the pain, this shit beat my ass, and if you still call, I still show up. You know, that type of shit, you feel what I'm saying? Because I just know, as a job, I know how to show up. You know what I mean? As a job, I know how to show up, and so that's what I'm gonna do. I never, not gonna do my job as far as that. Like, as far as standing up, showing up, I know how to do that. I'm the best at that. Being a man, providing, showing love, I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna stand up for that. If anything, I was taught that. Be a man.
No matter, like my mama says, just keep on trucking.
Right.
Just keep providing for them kids. And so then you sweep under the rug. And that's where we come back to, the message that you and I are trying to share with the world is feeling that, we all have them. Nobody's better. That's the whole thing, is nobody's better than the next. Right. We all feel our feelings, and all the feelings are valid.
Right.
Yeah, some of us need therapy.
Right, exactly.
And some of us do take a minute to get to our clarity level and move into our destiny. But that's what we're all here to do, is learn. And I hope that anybody watching can see how much I adore you and love and support you. And if we all love and support each other, God almighty, if we could do anything we want to. And it's so dumb. Quit being mean and hating on everybody, y'all.
This is crazy. Why are we doing it for? If everybody on social media, if you scroll past and you just hit the thumb, everybody would show the same amount of love to everybody. It wouldn't be no different. If you because it don't take nothing. If you're going to scroll, why not hit the thumb? If that's the case, why not go on your page and say, I don't want that? You know how I tell you don't want to see that, or
limit these types of interactions.
Why not do that?
And if you hear yourself say, limit positive messages for yourself.
Right. And I know people ask me sometimes, like, I have people say, why are you hearting this? Don't think you special. I heart everybody. Every time I go past the store, everybody get 1,000 hearts. As many times as I can push that motherfucker before it change story, you got a heart from me. It's not.
That was what your man feelings just said, because you ain't special. But what you meant was, because you're all special. I love you all.
Exactly. It's not no. Oh, because boy, certain places, motherfuckers say, oh, he hearted my thing. Oh, he must. No, the fuck I don't. I'm heart everybody because I hope you heart mine because I hearted yours. How do you feel about that? You know what I mean?
Love and support you on your journey, and you and you and you and you.
Yes,
And hate is, the old school. Don't hate, congratulate is like
exactly.
ingrained in me.
I'm gonna heart you regardless. You know what I mean? So don't think you I was bending over. He hearted me. I sure did. If you look at all your pictures when you wasn't even on the picture, I hearted it, didn't I? So
Ain't nobody else one like. It's me.
it's come on, man. It's just the love that I have. But like I said, if you don't like it, change the station, man. I tell y'all, just change the station. But if we out here to support, let's support each other. Because listen, feelings, everybody have them. I know she seen my post. I know he seen my post. I'm probably seen my, but he didn't even like my shit. Everybody have them.
And social media has caused it to be
A
such
mess.
uproar. It's crazy, isn't it?
Because we didn't have that.
Big South, I got to get to my work dinner
Oh,
real quick.
yeah, I
If you
forgot
want
that.
to talk after, I'll come straight back and I will always, and we can add to this and build whatever you
Well, we
want.
can build. I just
So much
appreciate you
fun.
coming out. I appreciate you coming out. That's all. I appreciate you coming in with me and talking with me. This was great. This is my first virtual, man. Shout out to the virtual boy, your boy coming up in the game. You feel me? So enjoy your dinner. We'll get back and we're gonna see what people had to say and we're gonna answer them questions and we'll get back. We're gonna have a lot more conversation. So it's cool.
Happy Valentine's Day to you and her, because she's just my heart. I love y'all. Love your whole family and your mama.
We just trying to put it together, man. We're trying to win.
Just wrap it all in some love.
That's it, man. And sitting in the car with a, So I'll holler at you, man. Enjoy your dinner. Eat good. All right now. All right. Man, y'all coming out, chilling with us, man. We had a great time with y'all, man. My first virtual, man. So if y'all want to come out and y'all want to get on the show, man, just email me. You can hit me in my inbox. You can DM me and just click the link. You feel me? Up there, man, hit it. Hit the button, man. Holler at me, boy. Young Timothy. I ain't getting no Christmas. Feel me?